It is the single most debated question in combat sports history. Two eras. Two revolutionary styles. One ring. On one side, Muhammad Ali, the greatest, the man who transformed heavyweight boxing into a high-speed game of chess. On the other side, Iron Mike Tyson, the ultimate force of nature, a man who entered the ring with pure, unfiltered rage. Before we analyze how their prime versions would clash inside the ropes, we must look at what the two icons said about each other. When asked on national television who would win between them, Ali humbly pointed to Tyson and said, "If he hits me, I'm going down." But Tyson immediately interrupted, shaking his head. "Nobody beats Ali. Every head belongs to him. He's the greatest of all time." Respect aside, if time expanded and both men entered the ring at their absolute physical peaks, who actually leaves on their feet? To understand Ali's advantage, you have to look at his physical anomaly. Standing at 6'3" with a 78-inch reach, Ali moved like a lightweight while weighing over 210 pounds. Ali didn't box from a traditional guard. He kept his hands low, inviting opponents to throw punches just to slip them by a fraction of an inch using elite reflexes. His deadliest weapon wasn't his power, it was his jab. Ali's jab was a sharp, blinding laser that blinded opponents, ruined their rhythm, and kept them trapped at a distance. Furthermore, Ali possessed arguably the greatest chin and iron heart in boxing history, surviving brutal power shots from Joe Frazier and George Foreman. His game plan against Tyson would be simple. Keep Iron Mike on the outside, jab constantly to frustrate him, use his footwork to pivot away from Tyson's lethal hooks, and drag the fight into the deep rounds. However, prime Mike Tyson, specifically from 1986 to 1988, was a biological glitch. Tyson stood at just 5'10", giving up 5 inches of height and 7 inches of reach to Ali. But under the genius of Cus D'Amato, that height disadvantage became his greatest weapon. Tyson mastered the peekaboo style. Holding his gloves tight to his cheeks, Tyson constantly moved his head side to side, bobbing and weaving beneath his opponent's jab to close distance. He didn't just walk inside, he exploded inside. Once Tyson closed the gap, his combination punching was terrifying. He shifted his hips with explosive torque, landing lethal body hooks that ripped away an opponent's stamina, followed immediately by devastating uppercuts. Against Ali, Tyson wouldn't just be chasing him, he would cut off the ring, duck under Ali's jab, and force a war on the inside. If this 12-round war began, the first 5 rounds belonged to Mike Tyson. In the opening minutes, Tyson's head movement would pose a massive problem for Ali's long jab. Tyson would constantly slip under Ali's punches, launching explosive left hooks to Ali's ribs. Ali's tendency to lean backward with his hands down, which worked against traditional heavyweights, would be extremely dangerous against Tyson's rapid leaping hooks. If Tyson connects cleanly early in rounds 2 or 3, Ali goes down. But here is the catch. Dropping Muhammad Ali and keeping him down are two entirely different things. If Ali survives Tyson's terrifying early storm, the entire dynamic of the fight shifts. Tyson's high-energy peekaboo style required immense conditioning. Throughout his career, when Tyson couldn't knock an opponent out early, his punch volume dropped, and his head movement slowed down. This is where Ali's tactical genius and psychological warfare take over. As Tyson slows in round 6, Ali's jab begins finding its mark, snapping Tyson's head back and closing his vision. Ali would begin tying Tyson up in the clinch, putting his weight on Tyson's neck to drain his legs, while whispering mental games in his ear. By round 9, a fatigued Tyson becomes a target for Ali's lightning-fast 4-punch combinations. If it's an early round knockout, Mike Tyson has the ultimate equalizer to end Ali's night in seconds. But over a 12-round war, Muhammad Ali's height, ring generalship, stamina, and heart give him the ultimate edge. In a long fight, Ali breaks Tyson's rhythm, survives the storm, and wins by late TKO or a hard-fought unanimous decision. Two absolute kings, but only one claim to the greatest. Who do you think takes the victory in their absolute prime? Drop your pick in the comments below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more fight deep dives.